You there. I have questions for you. You were in Sarthol, yes? It has come to my attention that something was found there. I know full well that you have. Please, do not insult my intelligence. Tolfdir is still there now, is he? I shall expect a full report when he returns. It is my job to know these things. My role as advisor to the Archmage. Thank you for your help. You may go now.
lady? Would you like to buy some flowers? Please? Not much, but I hope you like them. They're dead. My mama died when I was little. I don't remember her very well. My father was a Stormcloak soldier. One day he left and didn't come back. I'm all alone. I try to sell flowers so I can buy food. It's not much, but what else can I do? Really? Do you have a place I could live? Oh, well. Thanks anyway, I suppose.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your... Let's see here. Ah, a letter from the Jarl. Moving up in the world, eh? Looks like that's it. Got to go.
They say the college has been snooping around Sarthal. Mages in a buried crypt. No good can come of that.
Son, you don't know what freedom The North Wind is my mistress, and I'm her master. I don't... You looking for work? Got a sailor who thought running a gang of... You make an example of that gang. I'll give you a year's worth. That's the spirit, right? See you round.
Never much cared for... I'm a lot happier out here on the deck than I am wandering around in that ruined city.
Talk to Captain Galland if you're looking to book passage.
Northern Maiden is ship-shape and ready to go.
If you're looking for passage to Solstein, sure. Yeah, that's me. Why? Who sent you? Now, hold on. That wasn't my fault. I didn't know they were going to attack anybody. I don't even know... It's hard to explain. I remember... The next thing I remember, I was here. And they were gone. There's been something strange going on there for a while. But after this, I'm done. I'm not going back to Solstein. Have you been listening to me? I'm not going back there. All right, you have a point. Taking you back to find out who sent them is the least I can do. Besides, maybe you can put a stop to whatever's going on over there. I owe them a bit of payback myself. Well, here we are. This is Raven Rock. Can't say I'm all that glad to see it again. Good luck. Maybe you can figure out what's going on around here.
I don't recognize you. So I'll assume this is your first visit to Raven Rock, Outlander. State your intentions. Mirak, I... Just remember, Raven Rock is sovereign territory of House Redera. This is Morrowind, not Skyrim. While you're here, you will be expected to abide by our laws. Any questions? I have to be. As second counselor, security of Raven Rock. This isn't exactly the city of Blacklight. We're on the frontier out here. We've had more than a fair share of it. After all we've been through together. I refuse to let Councillor Morvain, whose House Redditons represent. As second counselor, it's my job to support him and make certain his rule is enforced. How can you have Dunmer blood in your veins and have no knowledge of it? It's the capital of Morrowind. Been that way ever since Mournhold was sacked. I don't visit there often anymore, but we still get the occasional supply ship and visitors from there. Quite a while ago, yes. They cut a bloody swath across most of the southern region of Morrowind. Nobody seems certain why it happened. Attempted expansion, revenge. Whatever the case may be, thousands of Dunmer needlessly lost their lives. Raven Rock started out as an Imperial settlement. The Empire decided to abandon it. They left the town a shambles. And House Red. And even if it's been a struggle, I'm unsure. I swear I know the name of it. I don't think so. I'm not... The name has something to do with the Earthstone, I think, but I'm not sure what.
Northern Maiden is ship-shape and ready to go.
The Northern Maiden is ship-shape and
We
ready
were
to go.
delayed by bad weather. Before you even ask, yes, I have the supplies you requested. But
If you find yourself in the ash wastes, keep your eyes to the ground. Ash spawn can spring up from nowhere.
If you're looking for passage to Vardenfell, you're out of luck. No ships are heading that way anymore. Move along, Outlander.
As the wife of the...
I trust you're not planning any trouble. What can I do for you, friend?
Ed, on behalf of House Redorin and as Councillor of Raven Rock, I bid you welcome. You've never heard of how... We're the mightiest of the great houses, and we lead the Council, the ruling body of Morrowind. This isn't Skyrim, Outlander. A group of powerful and influential Dunmer families have been ruling Morrowind for They embody a council made up of 5 great houses: Telvanni, Dres, Indoril, Sadras, and Redorin. Well, of course, with 4 other houses on the council, our house leads the council by virtue of our preeminence in battle. Pity that one of our own people... If you're interested in pursuing the subject, help yourself to any of the historical volumes in my library. Solstheim is theoretically under my rule, but without revenue from the mine. Not that there's much beyond the confines of our town anyway. Well, there's a small enclave of Nords to the north in Skarl village. They pretty much keep to themselves. Then there's Tel Mithrin to the east. The Telvanni live out there. Sort of a... Other than that, Solstheim is crawling with bandits and Reeklings. But that's to be expected. It used to be one of the richest ebony mines in Morrowind. Now, we're barely holding out here. Without the mine, Raven Rock doesn't... Do I? What a strange thing. I'm not even sure. I can picture a temple, here on Solstheim. Must have been a bad dream. My doors are open if you wish to discuss matters involving Raven Rock.
Just remember, Melori over at the Iron Farm should be still mixing potions if you're seeking that sort of thing. Far west end of town. We've got our eyes on you. If you're looking for work, the mine's been closed for a long time.
Keep moving. Prospecting for ebony?
I work for Mogrel. You got a problem, you talk to him. Mogrel doesn't lend coin to outlanders. Look somewhere else.
Teldrin Sero, blade for hire. If you have the coin, I'm at your
I'll give you this warning only once. Stay out of my way, and we'll do just... No, wait. I recognize the name, but I don't know. I feel strange just thinking about it. No, wait. I recognize the name, but I'm not sure why.
You expect me to ignore them?
Ravenrock doesn't offer much in the way of... Well, we have all sorts of authentic dark elf food and drink. Did I know someone by that name? Someone that wanted something. Maybe I'm just confused. I can't be sure. All right, then.
The Master calls.
I am his hands.
He draws near.
He draws near. The idle mind sleeps.
Your visit here will be tolerated as long as you abide by our laws. Otherwise, you'll I'm unsure. I swear I know the name, but I cannot place it.
Welcome to the Retching Netch Corner Club, home of the finest Sue Jammer that will ever grace your lips. There's actually a funny story. A few years ago, I was walking down by the docks, and I noticed a Dunmer stab. He was one of my patrons and liked to drink heavily, so I wasn't exactly surprised. But you see, this particular Dunmer was as naked as the day he was born, and singing badly at the top of his lungs. As I'm watching this spectacle, a netch floats over the bulwark towards him. The man looks straight up at the netch, yells, "Have a drink!" and tosses the bottle. And it never hit the ground. Well, the bottle broke on the netch, and it must have swallowed its contents because it started floating sort of tilted. Finally, it stopped and began to quiver. A few moments later, the fat... I've seen plenty of drunks in me day, and I'll tell you right now, that netch... True story, friend. True story. The Redoran Guard have spotted a pack of werewolves in the mountains. The hunters up on Frostmoon Crag might know more. I heard crazy old Cressius has been sneaking into Raven Rock Mine again. At his age, he's going to get himself killed in there. If you've got gold on your hands, you might talk to Rallus up at Colbjorn Barrow. I've heard he wants to excavate the place. The Ashspawn attacks on the bulwark are getting worse. Captain Veleth is trying his best, but with the mine shut down, there's no telling how much longer Raven Rock's going to last. Hopefully, Councillor Morvain has a plan. Haven't heard anything lately, but check back with me. The finest Sue Jammer to cross your lips, friend. In fact, I've just added some new ingredients to the mixture. All I need to do is get the word out that it's ready, and they'll flock here for it. I was kind of hoping you'd... Here, take these samples of the Sue Jammer and spread the word. If you get rid of all of them, there's something extra in it for you. Welcome to the Rutching Netch Corner Club, milady. If you need anything, Master Geldis will be happy to help you.
Squatting isn't tolerated in the abandoned buildings. If you need a place to stay, head to the corner.
Here do we toil.
That we might remember. By night we reclaim. What by day was stolen.
Far from ourselves.
He grows ever near to us. Our eyes once were blind.
Now through him do we see.
Your hands.
That seems inadvisable. Oh, fascinating. By touching the stone, you appear to have fallen under whatever influence is affecting the other. Ah, so you are able to resist the effect by exerting your will. You there. You don't seem to be in quite the same state as the others here. Very interesting. May I ask what it is you're doing here?
That world will see.
Mirak. Oh, wait, I recall. Mirak's been dead for thousands of years. I'm not sure, but it is fascinating. Perhaps it has some relation to what's going on here. I'm afraid I can't give you any answers, but there are ruins of an ancient temple. If I were you, I'd look there.
Here do we toil.
Building something, clearly. And yet I'm very interested to find out what happens when they... Red Mountain dominates the island. Every now and then, ash and debris from an eruption land on... Certainly not. Doing so would interfere with whatever is going on. And I would be unable to see how this all turns out.
It grows ever near to us.
When the city of Vivek was destroyed, it took decades. We are still but a shadow of our glorious past, but it is the only place where silt striders. Although I managed to transplant a few here when I arrived. It's the homeland of the Dunmer, the lesser races called. We built great works there, like Vivek and Aldruin. Many of them are destroyed now, either by Red Mountain or the Argonian. The ignorant think it is only a place of ash and lava. It had rolling green plains and swamps, and you are too young to remember the Neratharim. He defeated Degahur and saved us all from the Blight. There is the big island of Ardenfell and the coastal mainland. House Telvanni has its properties on Bardenfell. I've never been to the mainland myself. Are we done? I thought so. That seems inadvisable. Oh.
Here do you toil.
I wonder how long this effect will last. Perhaps it is permanent, as with others.
Here you reclaim.
What by day was stolen.
That would be a shame. You are an interesting exception to the otherwise universal phenomenon.
He grows ever...
Our eyes once were blinded.
Now through him brings...
Our hands once were idle.
And when the world shall listen... And when the world shall see...
Over here!
Remembers.
Ran away, I guess.
Cease to be.
Damn it, woman. I said to leave me be.
My apologies for Cretius's ravings. That foolish old man thinks he's 30 years younger than he is. He's going to get himself killed traipsing around the mine. He's convinced himself that there's some sort of conspiracy involving the East Empire Company and the mine's closure. We came across some old letters that belonged to his great-grandfather in our house, and he believes every word written in them. Cretius's great-grandfather worked for the East Empire Company. The letters mention some sort of discovery he was sent to investigate. There's really nothing remarkable in the letters. I don't know what he's so excited about. Gratian Corellius. He was an explorer for the East Empire Company. They'd send him all over Tamriel when they had... Poor man. Can you imagine doing all that dangerous work? There was a horrible accident, and he was killed when one of the They were never even able to go down there and recover the body. The East... Cretius is convinced it's a story cooked up by the company to cover up something. My beloved is almost 80 years old, and I think the shock of finding one of his ancestors' things has left his mind a bit... I love him dearly, and I support everything he does. But I can't let him chase this silly idea, or he may end up joining Gratian in a rocky grave. I think so, but from where? I can't recall. It's difficult. Something about it doesn't feel right. A temple. To understand how we met one another, you have to appreciate what he... Cretius is a third-generation miner. All his life, he's lived and breathed nothing else. By the time Cretius came of age, the ebony mine in Raven Rock was shut down. He took that quite hard. Our home has been in his family for over 200. Instead, he stayed on Sol. A decade ago, this drove him into a deep depression. It was. After refusing to allow anyone to bring him food, Counselor Morvain ordered his door to... I was a temple priest at the time, and I stayed for a while and cared for him, then... Far from it. In fact, I'm no longer welcome there. In all honesty, it came down to a disagreement between what I believe and what I'd prefer not to get into the details, but let's just say our opinions about the current status of the tribunal vary widely. Well, that sounds lovely. Thank you. Be careful out there.
Who in the blazes are you? Can't you see I'm busy? Why should I tell you? I don't even know who you are. Maybe. But mark my words, these mines hold a secret that could put Raven Rock back on the map. A secret the East Empire Company swept under the rug too. It killed my great-grandfather and left Raven Rock with a worthless son, Gratian Kyrelius. He spent his entire life exploring the East Empire Company called it a terrible accident. My wife and I were cleaning out our home, and we came across some of my great-grandfather. I found an unsent letter he'd written to the East Empire Company. It describes a discovery that was made in the mine by some of the diggers. They wanted Gratian to... The East Empire Company must have felt it was of great value, as they locked that section of the mine off. It is. Well, I assume it is. I haven't been able to find the entrance. Finally, I'm telling you, there's something big down there. Something that the East Empire Company... Look! My wife nags that I'm too old to go traipsing around these mines chasing my story. Time's my enemy. It's caught up with... I do. I want to know what happened to Gratian, and what the East Empire Companies keep... Gratian kept a journal of notes about his discoveries. If you can find his... Here's everything I have. The letter, the key. Please, do this for me, so I can finally regain the respect that I've lost. I recognize the name, but it's so strange. I feel like it's from a dream. Something about the Earthstone and a shrine. She thinks that old age has addled my mind. I realize she cares about me, but she has to understand that I can't rest until I find out what... Then I'll settle down peacefully and never set foot in this... I've been waiting for this moment for a long time. Even before... I just hope both of you don't mistake my enthusiasm for... Look, I know I don't have much to go on. I have that... But I also have a miner's... I may sound like a crazy old man to you, but I'm telling you. He's begging for patrons again, eh? Well, I suppose I could have just a bit. Be careful down there. The mine can be treacherous.
Why you're leading Cretius on, I'll never understand.
Try the lower sections of the mine. I've never been able to get that far.
I work for Mokrel.
Teldrin Sarah. Then let's be off. Long story, but my last patron was a true Nord. He was dressed in animal skins. He had an insatiable bloodlust and was extremely stubborn. Simple. Anyway, we'd just cleared a ruined fort somewhere outside of Whiterun and went... Well, my boss wasn't about to let him get away, so we pursued. Until we ended up tracking him to one of... My patron took one look at me. At that moment, I knew I'd never see him again. No amount of money would ever be worth that. What do you have in mind? What did you need?
I'll give you this warning only once. Stay out of my way, and we'll do just fine.
Mokrel doesn't lend coin to outlanders. Look somewhere else. You looking for trouble? Stay out of my way. Haven't you got something better to do?
Not much contact with others around here. Not small. Anytime you want to head for Skyrim.
Miserable. Just miserable.
I've spent enough time.
I think so. But I'm not sure where. I don't know why. But at least my father will let me drink whatever I want without complaining. Tell Geldy, don't like it. Every day it's the same thing. What kind of a life is that? Oh, believe me, I'd be on the first ship off this but I'm not sure I could do that to my father. I think it would... We've already lost my mother. We lived in a settlement, perhaps a league from the border of Black Marsh. Even though the Argonian invasion ended a long time ago, there are still a few. To put it simply, they attacked our settlement and slaughtered almost everyone. It was horrible. Keep yourselves safe. Solstheim's still
You
a
look
dangerous
able to
place.
venture outside of town. Perhaps you could help me recover something precious that was lost. A few months ago, I had sent an important folio to the first edition bookshop in the Imperial... They sent it back to me recently, but... Yes, the strident... The damn thing sunk right off the coast of Solstheim. Can you... One of the sailors survived. Poor thing crawled. Before he died, he told the Red... Thank you. You have no idea how much it hurt. As the wife to the second counselor of Raven. Why does that sound so familiar? There's no... I don't know. Admiral Arano. How I hate that title. Damn fool's going to get himself killed. He's in grave danger, and yet he continues. When I fall asleep at night, all I can do is hope he'll... This island was never meant for us. I assure you, if I could convince Admiral to do that... Unfortunately, Admiral and Councillor Morvain are very... I'm the wife of a second counselor, and the most important thing is that I stand by Admiral no matter how I feel. Admiral and I lived in Blacklight. House Redoran has improved Blacklight The root spire where the Council of Great Houses meet is something to behold. I haven't seen the city in over 50 years. Regardless, I hope to return there someday. Oh, how kind. Thank Gelders for me, won't you? My husband is second counselor, so I certainly have the means to reward you if you find my folio.
That they have forgotten.
Here do we toil.
You there. You don't seem to be in quite... May I ask what it is? Oh, wait, Nerak's been dead for thousands of years. I'm not sure. Perhaps I'm afraid I can't give... If I were you, I'd look there. Building. I'm very interested to find out what Red Mountain dominates the island. You are too young to remember the Nerak. It's the We built great work. The Igno. It has rolling green... It is the... Although I managed to transplant a few here. When the city of Vivek was destroyed, we are still but a shadow of our... There is the big island. House Telvanni has its properties on Vardenfell. Certainly not. Certainly not. Doing so would interfere with whatever is going on. And I be unable to see how this all turns
through
out.
him do we see.
Your hand.
That seems inadvisable. Fascinating. By touching the stone,
And when
we appear
the
to have
world
fallen under
shall
whatever
descend.
influence is affecting the others.
And when
I wonder how long this effect will last. Perhaps it is permanent, as we... Ah, so you are able to resist the effect, but...
Here in this shrine.
Are we done? I
That
thought
they
so.
have forgotten.
gonna bleed you. Ah! Ah!
Damn bandits are worse than the vermin that infest the ash wastes back home.
Oh, what are you doing? Damn it's worse.
Touch the sky like a dragon. They said it couldn't be done. They said it, but they were wrong. There's nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about at all. There's nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about at all. There's nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about at all. To touch the sky like a dragon. There's nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about at all.
I'm flying!
What?
Ah!
damn bandits are worse than the vermin that infest the ash wastes back home.
My husband Bendel feared visitors would Marek. I'm sure I've heard. Sure, got nothing better to do. May your path be free from danger.
This island's nothing but a pile of rubble. What's the point trying to make a life here?
You looking? That's not someone who lives in Raven Rock, I don't think. But it sounds... Maybe. I can't help but think of some sort of... Well, tell Geldis that Miri says she really appreciates it.
Keep yourself safe.
Welcome to
Solstice
Raven Rock,
is still a
traveler.
dangerous place.
Could I... Always a pleasure to taste anything Geldis comes up with. Next time you're hungry, stop by. I always have plenty of food for sale.
I'll give you this warning only once. Take that swill and pour it down a well.
Mm-hmm. I work for Mogul. You got a problem, you talk to him.
Always nice to speak to someone from the mainland.
You stuck in Raven Rock too? Horrible, isn't it? Keep
My wife
yourself
and
safe.
if you ever need apothecary... I think so, but I can't remember how I know him. I'm not sure. I think so. But got the best merchandise on the island. Have a look for yourself.
I've spent enough time on Solstheim to last a life.
I think so, but I can't remember how... I'm not sure. I think so. But the only thing... Well, take a look at what I have, and maybe we can make a deal. Next time you're hungry, stop by. I always have plenty of food for sale.
Oh, hello. My father and mother are the richest on the island, and that includes...
You haven't seen
Councilor
Cresius
Morgan.
Corellius, have you? That foolish old man's taken my pickaxe again. No, this isn't just your run-of-the-mill pickaxe. They don't exactly grow on Look, if you see Cresius, tell him to give me that pickaxe back, and I'll pay you for the trouble. No, wait. I'm not sure. A fine question, and the one that I hear, I wish I had a more... Besides, knowing how to repair bone, I had a friend over there, a dark elf named Spent a lot of time with... After he moved on to greener pastures, I decided to pack up, move. It's the only tool tough enough to crack. Not many of those The one Crescius borrowed came from the skull. Calling Stalrim an ore is like calling my... Some folks say it's enchanted ice. But I don't think I've come across more than a chunk or two in my... If you're looking to learn more, you should head over to the Skull Village. Someone there's bound to know. Perfect. I was just thinking about heading over for a drink. Thanks for saving me the trip.
If you ask
You
me,
tell
my
Crescius
father
he
knows how to
better
run
give
things
that
better
pickaxe
than
back to me, or else.
Not much contact with others around here. Got the Skull Village. Are you here to pray? Or perhaps pay your respects at our ancestral tomb?
The reclamations are the true tribunal. The Daedra that consecrate the Dunmer people. We call them the true tribunal because they have reclaimed their place in our hearts from the false tribunal that came before.
Out here.
Sotha Sil, Amalexia, and Vivek represent what was. Beings who won the Dunmer people's hearts with their actions, but blinded. They were aberrations, but now that they've been destroyed... sounds like something. I remember a temple on Solstheim, and working to... there where we inter our dead. Sadly, we've been unable to use the ancestral tomb beneath the temple as of late, and have resorted to other locations. Those foul vermin, the abominations we call... they're befouling the memories. Thank you. Here, this key should open the door to the tomb. The Dunmer race doesn't bury their dead. When a Dunmer passes, his body is given to... The Dunmer don't believe that death is the end. We believe that it's the beginning. Be cautious, friend. The Ashspawn are soulless beings with no regard for compassion. Galbert, it's time for your lesson. Very well. I'm ready. Why do we rejoice? We rejoice as the new temple rises. We rejoice because we embrace the reclamations as our saviors. Who are the reclamations? The reclamations are Azura, Mephala, and Boethia. I am aiming to reclaim what was elder of the reclamations. Who are the perpetrators of those falsehoods? What consequences did we suffer from this fallacy?
Very
The
good.
entire island isn't covered in
Your
ash,
lessons
you
are
know.
going well.
They have huge
You may
ice
carry
fields
on.
up there. It's freezing.
If you need a ride back to the mainland, Jalen's the only way off this rock.
That we might remember.
By night we were playing.
What by day was stolen.
Isra, I'm here to help you. You must leave this place. You there. What brings you to this place? Why are you here? I am Freya of the Scars. I am here to either save my people or avenge them. I am unsure. Something has taken control of most of the people of Solstheim. It makes them forget themselves. My father, Storm, our shaman. Then you and I both have reason to see what lies beneath us. Let us go. There is nothing more I can do here. We need to find a way into the temple below. There are few of us left unaffected by this curse. My father, Storm, the shaman, I fashioned an amulet to guard me against whatever has taken hold of the skull. If I cannot find a way to save them, There is no hope for our people. It is an ancient stone of power. A connect. It represents one of the aspects of nature. There are other stones around Solstheim. I fear for what has happened. I will strike at the hook!
Here, do we toil?
The evil in this place must be rooted out. We have lived on Solstheim for many generations. We try to serve the All-Maker, to live in balance with nature. His story is as old as Solstheim. He served the dragons before their fall from power, as most did. But unlike most, the stories say he sought to claim Solstheim for himself, and the dragons destroyed him for it. We must find out what is at work here. Are you ready to... Help me now. We should not delay. We should check these rooms for supplies before heading further into the temple.
There are restless dead about. I suggest we proceed with caution.
Take your time. I shall follow you when you're ready.
Find them.
What's that?
What are you doing? Whoa, wait! Watch it!
must be careful in these ruins. Traps can be anywhere, and there will likely be many. Mirak was trying to take power here, and protect himself. In the process.
They're a restless day.
I do not wish to imagine the kinds of things that happened in this chamber. Who are the poor souls trapped in these cages? What tortures did they suffer at Mirak's hands? Was it in service to the dragons? Or for his own purposes? Look up there. I think I see something. The stairs are knocked out. I have no doubt you can find a way up. You never know. You may find something of value up there. I shall look around. We can proceed when you are ready. But you'll leave me with no choice.
a restless dead about. I suggest we proceed with caution.
What's that? I knew I heard something! Now we end it! There was no other way it could end. Who's there? Now we end this! Thank you. Mirak took great pains to make it difficult to reach him, it seems. Let us hope that is the last of these traps. I'll make a protect
Mirak, help me! I shall not
victorious again. The evil in this place must be rooted out. I do not know what it is Mirak learned that gave him reason to turn on his masters, but his path seems to have been a cruel one. I wonder if we will find some answers to what happened so long ago. What's that? No one here now. Gone now, I suppose. I must not fail my people. We must find out what is at work here. Is someone there? Now we end this! Boost! Rock! I must not fail my people. I do not know what it is Mirak learned that gave him reason to turn on his masters. But his path seems to have been a crook. Who's there? What's that? What was... Now we end this! Die! Interesting. This may be worth exploring. I suspected there would be something down here. Do you know those spells already?
power.
Find them.
Is someone there?
The evil in this place must be rooted out. I do not know what it is Mirak learned that gave him reason to turn on his masters, but his path seems to have been a cruel one. Is someone there? Gone now, I suppose. Who's there? Now we end this! I must not fail my people. We must find out what is at work here. Interesting. This may be worth exploring. I suspected there would be something down here. Do you know those spells already? The evil in this place must be rooted out. The evil in this place must be rooted out.